guys, Matt Lipke here with your Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com, and we have another box breaking for you. This is on Guild Ball's, the Farmers Guild, and this is the first time I've ever had to look at it. Maybe you guys saw my other box breakings a couple years ago from Adeptagon on the Butcher and, gosh, I don't even remember who, the old three-player starters. But this is, like I said, it's the first look I ever got on their single-piece models. So, and actually, now that I have two full groups, I can actually run a demo game for you guys. Eventually, here in the near future. I think the rules are free online. I actually, twice now, I haven't thought about picking up a set of rules. So let's see here. So, here is the kickoff. This is a... Oh, kickoff is the two-player starter. So, yeah, and then, yeah, hey, look at that, right there, guys. If you're interested in learning to play before you buy models, there's the rules for free. So inside you get all the tokens, the little different punt types of things, tooled up, all the different meanings and things that are here. Let's see, you get, I'm going to call it a template. I'm going to leave it at that for now. You have the little dials you get to make here, and pack, range, bushel, window, deck. Nice, very nice. And then, okay, let's get to the important part. I have mixed emotions about Steamforged going to the one-piece cast, but these are very clean. That's a super huge advantage, right? They didn't, I'm not sure they sacrificed any detail. It does not look like they did on these. You know, you got a pumpkin here, which is probably, that's actually their ball, right? You've got, I should have familiarized myself with the characters' names before I did this, right? Because, like I said, I've never seen these guys before. We have, let's see here, Jack Straw. Oops, we'll move him over a little bit. Kind of looks like a scarecrow. Undead-y kind of person, maybe. Oh, but again, okay, so one of the big problems with the original... I need some more contrast in there. Well, that's not good. Here, let's use a piece of foam. That helped a little bit. So one of the problems that people had with the original game, see, now you can tell that he's a jack-o'-lantern. Look at that. That is awesome. Is that some of their models were extremely difficult to put together. And I don't know if they had a lot of complaints about that, but I heard a lot about it. And I actually had some problems with the Butcher a little bit. So going to one piece is going to do some things for him. It's going to bring more people into the game, probably. It lowered the price point of the models, which I think is a good thing for newer games. I think you're going to see a lot more companies going the route of, who's this guy? He's a beast. So he's... This is Wendell. You know, and he, those eggs or potatoes or pumpkins, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's a beast. And as you can see, there's still plenty of detail. The brown, what I don't know is if these models are considered primed like bones and you could just go and paint them. I'm concerned a little bit about the mold release. You can see like a couple of spots in the film where it's a little bit shinier. I suspect that is oil from the mold release. So you're going to have to wash the models. I mean, you should wash all your models anyway. And here's Peck. Peck has, he's a rooster with 3 hens. Lucky guy. We have, what is this? Wow. Well, that's something I didn't notice before. They're all based. That's good. I like that. The fact that they're all based. I mean, it's all the same base, but you know, you get the picture. And I think this is, you know, you can see all the detail here. And like you said, I have never bought never finished buying the Butcher and I think it was the Fisherman's Guild. I've only got the starters, and so to put it in perspective, I think the new starter is like um, $35 or $40, and the old three-man starter, three model starter, was about $35-$40. So to get all the models to play a legitimate game, you're looking at maybe close to 75. Well, let's see, somewhere between 75 and $100, right? So this is actually going to encourage a lot more people to play the game, especially people that are already playing other games. And as you can see, Bushel here has a good bit of detail. Now, one thing I'll also say, we'll touch on that in a little bit. And here's Grange. He's got 2 saws on his back, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you can actually see that on the camera. That's good. He has the teeth there. And again, it's a good bit of detail. This starter set would actually probably have been fairly easy to assemble. And this is Harrow. So, well, too much stuff. We're just going to look at a couple here. So, these guys are from season 3. Oh, may play in season 3. That's pretty cool. Which those 2 guys are not in the starter, or 2 people, because one's name is Grace. I'm pretty sure that's a girl. So this is Harrow. He has a move of 5'8". Actually, let's see, 6, 5'7", 3'5", 6'8". So Peck is among one of the fastest, which I guess that makes sense since he's a rooster. He has a kick of 2.6. Who's got the highest kick? Highest kick is going to be Bushel or Grange. Actually, it's definitely Bushel with a 3.8. She's the kicker. She has I'm Open, which, as you can see, is target-friendly model immediately makes a pass, which targets this model without spending influence. That's pretty good. And then she has Balls Gone. Target model loses possession of all the marker, or of the ball marker, and the ball marker is placed in possession of this model. Oh, that's really good. Wow! Oh, look. Cabbage punt. Once per turn, this model once per turn during this model's activation. That's important, actually. The controlling player may choose friendly harvest marker within 2 inches and remove it from the pitch. And then, wow, they can wow, that's it. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, okay, so back to the models. We're going to put as many on here as we can. And I wish that I had the Butcher with me, or one of the Butcher models. Because the early models were, in my opinion, at least some of them were pretty complicated in assembling. Now, in fairness, if you were going to assemble this guy, there'd probably be a ton of pieces with this, right? They'd have that as one piece. This would be a piece. The shovel would have been a piece. It almost looks like a beehive. Beehive would be a piece. The bag of flour would be a piece. So there'd be a lot of pieces there. And there's none of these guys that are like kneeling down or anything like they did in some of the other ones. Their poses are pretty straightforward, so these wouldn't have been that difficult to assemble. But on some of their older models, they had guys kneeling down. They had their arm that you had to kind of like, okay, do I glue this on first or not? And then if you didn't glue it on first, or they needed the ball on the base, you got to put the ball, try and wiggle the ball in it after you glued them on. So a lot of people had a lot of headaches with them. We'll see how well this does for them. I actually think, in the end, as a guy who likes models, I'm not a fan of the one-piece plastic kit. But in the end, I think it's going to be better for Steamforged because they're going to end up with players that would less likely be motivated to buy into the miniatures game. And that's better for the community. So I'm okay with that. How do these guys paint? I don't know yet. We'll see. I got to give them a good wash and start painting them up. They're pretty straightforward on colors. I like the fact that they're brown. What I didn't pay enough attention to at Gen Con was whether or not they did different colors for the different systems. So inside Guild Ball, you get all of the little punch markers for the dials. You get, of course, all the stat cards and the 6-man starter team for the Farmers Guild in this case, which is the Honest Land. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.